So today we're going to talk about Wellen Park. I know you've heard of it. It's this really popular area that all the agents mention. If you're on Facebook groups, they talk about it. So we wanted to give you our perspective of what we thought when we first saw it and we were considering moving here with our family. So when we were first looking to move down here, our realtor kept saying, look at Wellen Park, look at Wellen Park. He was all about Wellen Park in Sarasota. Those were his things that he liked. And he talks it up like there's lots of areas to live and lots of things to do there, and it's really exciting and it's brand new and fresh. And so the way he talked about it, I was thinking it was gonna be like busy and full and lots of restaurants and lots of houses being built. And then when we drove by it, I was like completely disappointed. It was in the very early stages. Downtown wasn't done yet. It just looked like a big construction mess. It was not what I was thinking at all. And it's fine. It was just not what I was expecting. So in terms of being a buyer and living there, I was like, I don't think so. So we kept looking. My husband, on the other hand, saw the potential of like all the different neighborhoods and everything was new and what it could be like in 10 or 20 years and having, you know, a pool for the kids to play in. And so he was interested, I wasn't, and we just kept looking. But since that time, a lot of Wellen Park has changed. More neighborhoods, more houses, bigger downtown. You can spend a lot of time there. It's actually very nice. There's a grocery store now, gas station, and we're gonna talk about all of that in our video of Wellen Park. So here we go. So the mounds of dirt I saw have been replaced with lots of trees and storefronts and a really neat downtown area. So now if I were looking to buy, I see it at a whole nother lens. I would be very interested in buying there. In fact, we're getting ready to put a pool in our house and we took our boys out and said, here's the option. We can stay on the island and put a pool here, or we can go towards Wellen Park and be in the same price point and have something new, bigger, maybe your own bedrooms. And we had that discussion because I've become so impressed with Wellen Park and I actually enjoy it there. The downtown has a lot of neat stuff. So it has the playground. It has, what is that game that you
Ping pong.
Ping pong. There you go.
Ping pong. Kayaking. You can rent bikes there. There's a lot of restaurants and shops.
Yep. There's a nice sitting area with chairs that's in the shade.
Oh, there's also some like permanent food trucks that are fixed in there. They look kind of like a food truck, but I think they're not ever going to move from that area. But
so we could spend an afternoon there with our family.
Oh yeah, easily.
So there's also a very big lake and it does have gators in it, I'm sure. In fact, someone posted a picture of a gator there and it has, I didn't even notice it at first, but you noticed the big walking path all the way around it. So here's the $1 million question. Would you rent a kayak and go kayaking in that water?
Probably.
I still have too much of the Midwest in me. I'm out for that.
Yeah, I'm not. That could be all right.
So it's definitely a place that you could spend like an afternoon with your family or friends. If you had, I saw adults there, you could sit there and read a book. I've been there by myself before. And then I've hung out there with my son before. It's just it's a very nice, well thought out place.
And one nice thing about it is, and one of the reasons I would consider moving out there is the proximity of the neighborhoods to that downtown. It's convenient to the homes.
And also there's not just the downtown area, but they're building other shops around there. So there's a Publix there, there's a 7-Eleven, there is a pizza place along with a few other shops in that plaza. There is a Costco that they just opened a couple of weeks ago. And something that I haven't been to yet, but he has, is the ball field. And I know very little about baseball, so like, who plays there?
It's the Cool Today Park, and the Atlanta Braves have their spring training there. We went to, it was actually the very last game of the year there this spring. It was a really neat place to go watch a ball game. I'd never seen a spring training game before, so it was just kind of a new experience. We sat on this grassy lawn out in the outfield. There's also obviously normal seats in the stadium, but it was just a kind of a neat, relaxed atmosphere.
And you would go again?
And I would go again. So in addition to baseball, they actually also have a restaurant that is open throughout the non-baseball season that you can go out there and eat. It's a Tiki bar and grill. They have events. You can get on their website. They have events throughout the year when there's not baseball going on, where they have things such as they play movies on the big screen, and they have some concerts and some other things like that. You'd have to check the calendar just to see what was offered, but I know they have stuff like that going on too there as well. So it's a really nice feature to have close by.
Also, I'm sure you're wondering the distance to the beach. So it's between 15 and 25 minutes to the beaches, with Minnesota Key being the closest beach at 15 minutes, and then you can get into the beaches on Venice between 20 and 25. So you do have multiple options there. So it is really close. In terms of what's nearby that is fully developed or might give you more options for whatever you need, Venice is near, Northport is near, Englewood, Port Charlotte. You are 10 miles from I-75, which then you can hop, skip, and jump wherever you want to go. We already talked about the distance to the beaches. It's great for that. Also, they are building a new school there in Wellen Park that you can see from the video is not completed yet. In terms of airports, it has multiple options. So you're 45 minutes from Punta Gorda, 45 minutes from Sarasota Airport. You're about 70 minutes from the airport in Fort Myers, and you're about an hour and a half from the airport in Tampa. So still multiple airport options and not terrible drive to get there. In terms of the neighborhoods, this is just a general video of all of Wellen Park, but I will have videos of each of the other neighborhoods down the road, but they're all very different. And so whatever you're looking for, whether it's more of a custom or just a certain price point, there's a really good chance that you're going to be able to get that. So some of the differences are the monthly fees might vary from a lower end to a super high end. The amenities they offer in terms of tennis, pickleball, even having a pool or not are going to vary, as well as price point ranges, square footage. All of those things are factored and charted out, which I'm happy to share with you so that you can kind of see what you're getting into when you move there. So what I'm saying is it has a little bit for everybody, and I saw some floor plans that I really, really liked, and I can't wait to take you on a tour of those at a later time. So if you're considering Wellen Park, just know what you're getting. It's a work in progress. It's getting better and better. You can definitely spend an afternoon there. It's set up beautifully. It's definitely planned well. There are lots of opportunities to build a home there. And also there are opportunities to buy some existing homes, resell homes. So definitely consider that if you like what you're hearing in terms of location from the airports and the highway and the beaches. And if you're looking for new construction and planned neighborhoods, you just have so many options here. And I can't wait to take you through those neighborhoods later, but I at least wanted to let you know what Wellen Park is. And in case you're wondering, I have completely changed my mind on Wellen Park. Yes, I would live there. And I think that it would be a very good option to check out and consider if you are looking into moving to this area. For more videos about what it's like to live here and what the real estate is like, check out the next screen and like and subscribe.